What's up, guys? It's time for another internet findings. I haven't done one in a while. I still haven't figured out what the new schedule is going to be, but I am AFKing in Armored Zombies. Here all day. Got a max combat, so let's browse the internet for some shit. Now, instinctively, what I wanted to do for the first one back from the beach and everything, I wanted to do one on the Miami Zombie, but that's not really news. All of you know about it. I bet everyone watching this right now, you know about it. So I went a little more in. And I found out the Miami Zombie, it's probably, they're blaming it on bath salts. Nowadays, if anything goes wrong, it's always, drugs. Kids are on bath salts, they're drinking hand sanitizer, I don't know, it's some fucked up shit. But the Miami Zombie, it's got a little more detail to it. There are 8 events that happened around the time. The attack happened May 26th. And there are 8 events around that if you add all of these together, it's looking more than a drug problem. I'm just going to read a few of them here. On May 16th, 15 students and 2 adults break out in a mystery rash after a hazmat exposure at MacArthur High School in Hollywood, Florida. The infected appeared to be okay after enduring a decontamination gauntlet, but the cause of the outbreak was still not discovered. So, right here you have, students at a school exposed to something, a hazmat. So these are chemicals, something probably government related. It's always government related. It's breaking out and fucking these people up. They're getting rashes and everything, and that's not the only one. May 25th, 2012, hazmat and emergency personnel respond to a Lake County, Florida school after 27 children and adults are sickened on a school bus. Now, this is just evidence. There's 8 of these, and I'm gonna read one more. May 26th, on the same day as the Miami Zombie attack, a Florida anesthesiologist. Now, if you don't know what an anesthesiologist is, this is a doctor that puts you to sleep, keeps you under, keeps you comfortable while they go inside and cut you up and stuff. One of the, most prestige doctors that you can be. They make the most money ever. So, a doctor would know the importance of blood, how dangerous blood is. So, on the same day, a Florida anesthesiologist spits blood in the face of a Florida highway patrolman who pulls him over for drunk driving. The involved Dr. Zachary Bird is violently agitated and in possession of large quantities of cash and some unknown pills. I actually went and read a little bit on this. The doctor had 40,000 cash in his pockets, 14,000 cash in the back. And there is a video you can watch. He just sits there and bangs his head against the plexiglass in the cop car, and he's bleeding. They get him out because they think he's gonna hurt himself, and he just spits blood all over this patrolman. It's kind of ridiculous. And a lot of these are happening throughout the country, different, zombie occurrences, attacks. It's all random. There was something in New Jersey, I think it was New Jersey, where this guy cut himself open and threw intestines all over police officers. It's some crazy stuff. But Mad Dog, this isn't news. I already know all about the Miami Zombie. Tell me something more. Okay. This isn't the first outbreak of zombie occurrences, attacks. Actually, there's been 3 major ones in U.S. history. Key West, Florida in 1935, this huge hurricane. I think it was, one of the 2 Category 5 storms ever in the United States. Just destroyed Key West, Florida, and, that general area. And what it did, these infected rats showed up after it, started biting people, and then zombies started appearing. But in Key West, the roads were shut off. The people on the island that still weren't infected couldn't get off. No one could get in to help them. So a lot of them, jumped into the oceany water. I can't think of it. The waves, big waves. They drowned. They'd rather drown than be eaten by a zombie. At the end of it, FVZA troops finally got in. A total of 3,500 people were infected and destroyed. And apparently there was a zombie vaccine, so that was some huge number. With a vaccine handy. Now, the second biggest zombie outbreak in American history was at Vicksburg, Mississippi, 1863. This was the middle of the American Civil War, and apparently it was a pivotal point. I don't know. I don't know much about the war. I don't know the timeline, but this was a pivotal point. On June 17th, Union troops let out a zombie. The June 17th was when they first spotted the first zombie. They spotted the first zombie. Within days, dozens were wandering around. It didn't really scare the 30,000 Confederate troops that were held up, but their supply lines got cut off, they ran out of ammunition, and the zombies kept coming. So still today, Southern people claim that the Union led the zombie plague. that let this out against the Confederacy to ultimately win the war. At the end of it, the Union troops had to go and kill all 2,000 infected zombies. 2,000. And finally, the last major event in zombie history was Hawaii 1892. A new queen had come in, and apparently, not a lot of people liked her. So that it's rumored that the Chinese sugarcane growers actually let this zombie plague out to kind of get rid of her and put Hawaii in under control of the United States. It was a kind of a outbreak with the Chinese laborers in the sugarcane fields. Wave after wave of zombies just kept coming out of the jungle. People got on canoes and boats, went to other islands. The Queen did end up asking the United States for help, which ultimately got Hawaii annexed under the United States. At the end of it, killed about 2,000 people. So there's another 2,000 zombies. Right here we see in history, we're looking at 7,500 zombies, and the first one has just showed up in modern time. 2012, the first one's here. We have quite a few thousand to go. So y'all need to book up, supply up, get some monsters, plug up your RuneScape, max combat before these get here. That's what I'm doing. I'm killing these armored zombies. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see y'all next time.